Again, I got the 3 saddle hackle fly right there. It's the one with 3 saddle hackles and eyes on a size 6 streamer hook. I didn't even put my polarized glasses on. I'll be using the Echo Ion 2 weight fly reel at Sunray Fly Line and a 8-foot Reddington Pursuit rod. It's the same one that I've been using the other day. Water's looking really clear right now, and I think if I put my polarized sunglasses, lo and behold, I might be able to see a bass or 2 in the water. So let's walk it really slowly, stand off from the bank, and see if I can locate one. Maybe sight cast to them. I know there was one back over here earlier, and there may be some right in front of me. I see some bluegill moving about now. That's cool. All right. See a turtle over there. Ooh, right there. Look at that guy. Something big just moved over there too. Holy cow. Oh, look at that. Holy cow, what was that? I think something is out and about moving. See if I can get a good cast in. All right, got it right on top of the spot. Let's see if I can coax him to hit. Since it's warmer temperatures, I'm hoping that the action may be a little bit faster than what we have. Oh. One's moving. Oh, one just moved. Let's try that short pull retrieve. See if I can coax him in. Howdy, 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 howdy. I see some folks joining. Okay, I think I see something moving back there. Let's see if I can coax him to hit. Come on, fishy. All right. I don't see the fly. All right. I think I see something over here by the wall. Let's go over there real quick. Okay. Toss it just ahead of the bed. Okay, that's a better shot. Okay. All right, I think I see some movement. All right. Let's see if we can coax one in. Holy cowser. Oh, okay, one moved. Oh man. I'm seeing some good activity, a lot of wakes in the water. Not getting a good glimpse of them yet though. Let me just cast it out. Just start doing some blind casting for now. The other day I got a hit where I was not paying attention and I let the fly kind of sit there and linger, and that's where I got the hit. Well, maybe that's the case this time. Just gotta let it sit and linger. Let's see what happens. All right, I'm just start working my way up and down the bank here. And if I see one, I will definitely call it out. Water's clear enough that I should be able to get a glimpse of one or any on their beds, and maybe even getting some sight casting in. Let me go ahead and shorten up the line here. All right. I did bring some grasshoppers too. And an individual gave me a damselfly this past, oh, there's one. Oh, okay. He just kind of swiped at it. Okay. All right, let me get it in front of him. Here he comes. He's looking at it. Oh, he turned away. Okay, his buddy's there though. Okay. All right, come on. Shoot. Okay, there's some bluegill looking at it. Yeah, I think those were bluegill. Let's go pop it out a little bit further out. Okay. If I stick with this short pull retrieve and let it hesitate and get that pause, I might be able to, oh, there we go. It's bluegill hitting it right now. Okay, we know the bluegill are here. I might have to shift to that foam spider. See if I can get them on the top water. Maybe try out that damselfly that individual gave me. All right. In fact, maybe I will do that. Let's Try out a new fly that someone gave me. Okay, something's looking at it. Okay. Oh yeah, I think it may be a topwater bite here. Let's go pop it out here first. Let's see if I can get something on this thing, else I'm gonna go and switch it over to that damselfly. It's a really pretty one. It's, individual gave it to me when I was fishing over there by the pond behind In-N-Out Burger this past weekend. Yeah, okay, let's do that. Hi, I see some folks joining. Okay, I just saw a little bass in front of me. Oh yeah, he's looking at it. He's chasing it. Let's see. It's just right in front of me. Let me walk it back. He's right here. It's right over here. Okay. All right, let me get it right near him. Here we go. Oh man, it's kind of lingering right over here. Okay, he's looking at it. Oh man, I got it right in front of his nose a couple of times. Okay, let's try that. See if I can. Okay, there we go. I dropped it right in front of him. He's just looking at it right now. Okay, he's looking at it. Oh shoot, I pulled it out of his mouth. Okay, here he comes. All right, let's do it again. Here he comes, he's looking at it. All right, got in the junk. All right, this guy's active. All right. He hit it twice. All right, let me see if I can get his attention here. It's not a big one, but some bluegill looking at it, another bluegill. There he goes. Yep, got him. All right, love it when I can see him. All right, little sight casting city, nice. All right. Yeah, he was a little active on me. All right, first fish of the day gonna be a bass. Let's see if we can find some more of these guys. Howdy. Hey, definitely show us any fish catches. All right, will do. All right, let me, I was thinking about switching to that foam damselfly that someone gave me this past weekend. But I'm seeing some bass moving about. Let me get undone here. Okay. Right over here to my left, I thought I saw something. Let's see. What's nice about this 3-saddle hackle fly is I can get it to kind of sink and slowly and still stay above the greenery and hopefully get a bite or two. But if they're going to be hitting on top, holy cow, you definitely want to try maybe a little grasshopper or something. All right, let me pop it out this way. Okay. I tell you what, a topwater bite is definitely fun. That is some fun stuff. But right now I'm kind of sight casting. Let's go back here. Let's move it over here. See if I can convince another one. I'm pretty much looking. Oh, okay. I just saw a wake go by. Little hump in the water. Here I'm gonna have to watch the fly. See if it disappears on me. Okay. What was that? Bites. Oh yeah. Get some bites.
I caught 2 along that wall 2 nights ago.
Nice. All right.
But it's been so low lately.
Yeah. And then you got the green stuff starting to come up.
I get more green stuff than I did anything.
Yeah, I'm using this little fly that doesn't sink very fast, but I'm thinking about moving over to a little damselfly that's on top water. That'll stay above all the junk.
Yeah, I'm still learning. It's kind of all new to me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've been in tech my whole life.
Yeah.
Like in the computers, audio, video, and
all right. Well, yeah.
Now I like found a new
hobby. All right, cool. Yeah, I've been fishing for a while. I'm streaming right now too. Yeah, what was it? I was using this same fly back over there and had a couple of good hits, and then I used
You have a channel?
yeah. Average Angler Life.
Is that YouTube or?
YouTube. It used to be City of Allen Fishing, but I changed it because my teammates quit on me.
What's the channel called again?
Average Angler Life. All right. I mainly stream, but then I'll post a bunch of little shorts and whatnot. But yeah, I'm thinking maybe a little topwater might work. Let's see. Yeah, let's switch over to a top or a damsel fly. Yeah, that's me. I'm live right now. Yeah, got a few folks on. Howdy, howdy. Yeah, it's.
I was talking with you. I'll let you be, but man, that's awesome. That's so cool that you're streaming.
Yeah, it's cool. I mean, ever since I shifted to this thing, it makes it easier. You know, I can just be hands-free.
How often do you stream?
I try doing it every time I go fishing, maybe 2, 3, 4 times a week. Yeah, it's the weather is what's messing me up right now, because we had a bunch of rain this past weekend. So, yeah. But I went over there. You know that pond over there by In-N-Out Burger?
Yes.
Just off of Stacy? That's a good one.
Really?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
didn't know there was fishing there.
There's some nice ones in there. Give it a try. Yeah, I saw a guy out there. He was using flies, but there was another guy using chatterbaits, and he had some pretty good hits. And then I think one of his lures was a frog lure, little surface lure.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, this junk, and he was staying above it, and he got a really big hit. I only got 2 that round, and then a bunch of little bluegill. But it's fun.
I found a spotted it. It's kind of a pain in the butt with how low the feet are, but if you go right up South Island Heights, you go past the monastery.
Okay.
Just up on your left, there's that bridge.
Mm-hmm.
The water dams up.
Yep.
And there's some monsters in there.
Oh yeah.
That
Yeah.
I caught. Bluegill is probably about yay big.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
They all just sit up by the dam and then they go back up the stream.
Oh yeah. 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 And then if you go on the other side, and you go on that trail, I think they call it
On this side of Angel?
other side, not Angel, but
yeah, this one.
South Allen Heights. Yeah, if you go up the road there, go on the other side, it's really clobbered. It's like a little river or a little creek. But there's a couple of spots. Oh, there we go. There's a couple of spots that have a little pool area, and if you can just kind of wiggle your way in there, there's some nice bass there too. And it's deceiving because it's all shallow water.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's deceiving, but yeah, there's some big ones you'll see in there. And then
Is that part of Mustang Creek?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah, just on other side, and then
Yeah, that's where that dam is.
there's the dam on this side, but then there's another one on that side.
Yeah, that's the other one I was talking about. The other one on this side.
Okay,
But
yeah.
there's a spot if you go up.
Look right there.
Oh wow. Yeah.
That's a big one.
That is good.
Yeah.
You keep going up that trail past
Uh-huh.
that dam.
Okay.
Spot where it opens up and you think it's like impossible to get to it.
Yeah.
But from
Yeah.
what I heard, the fishing there is unreal.
Yeah. There's been a big guy that's been there for years that I've only caught him once.
Yeah, you can see it on Google Earth or Google Maps. It's
Uh-huh.
an open area, but
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
walked up that trail to see if there was a spot to try to make it through. And I mean,
No,
you
it's
could,
it's
but
it's tough. I mean, I think the last time I got to it, oh, here's one coming up to it. The last time I got to it was during those drought years, and it was still holding enough water, so I was still able to get to it. But lately, I haven't been up there. I've been here, and then there's another one over there by Sonic off of Bethany. That's a good one.
have you gone down Angel Heights? Take a right where Sonic is. At that intersection, you go down.
Uh huh.
There's the neighborhood, the HOA has a sign saying, but there's an Allen Park right there. You can go fishing.
Uh-huh.
But the next pond over, HOA has a little sign that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've done the ones across from Sonic. That one I learned weren't HOA ponds, so I started fishing them.
Every time I drive by, there's everything.
Oh, I've caught some nice ones there. I mean, look at some of the videos, my older videos. You'll see some of the stuff. And then the stuff I've been fishing with, mainly, if I'm not using a fly rod, I've been using that bait finesse gear, ultralight bait casting. It's using a normal bait casting rod and reel, but it can handle little 1/16 ounce inline spinners. And that one, I tend to use that when I'm not using a fly rod. And then of course I'll do kayak fishing later once it warms up some more over there at Levon. Oh yeah.
Place I can't wait to go.
Yeah, it's fun, and Levon's weird because it's tough shore fishing, trying to find a good spot, but you get a kayak, the whole lake is yours. It's fun. And you get, I have a lightweight one, like a 32, 34 pound kayak. So I can just throw it over my shoulder and be in, you know, already fishing within, 20 minutes from the house. So, yeah, it's addictive.
Yeah, that's what I'm learning.
Oh, a turtle, shoot. Don't want a turtle. But see, you can see them over here. They're starting to go on their beds, the little bluegill, and there's a bass. And have you seen them on their beds yet, the bass?
Across?
Across? Yeah,
there
over
was
there.
One right off the dock, and it was protecting its babies.
Okay.
And there was probably hundreds of them.
All right. Yeah.
But he wasn't biting at all.
Yeah, they do that when if you get to one, you see one, sitting in his bed. Look at that. You see one sitting in his bed, and he's just sitting there, and you cast to him about 3-4 tries, and he doesn't want to pay attention. Move on to another one. Most likely he's not going to want to hit, but if he immediately starts reacting, that means he wants to play, and you definitely want to just keep sight casting and eventually get him to hit. You seen that one jump out of the water? He was trying to get a dragonfly. All right.
Have you got anything out of that one over there?
Which one?
That pond?
No, I mainly fish that one for trout when they stock it with trout. But then when the water does get high enough and it floods this area right over here, I'll wait till it starts receding a little bit, and I'll be fishing inches of water, and you'll get bass over there playing around. But usually I wait till it's flooded over because it's got a ton of grass and brush there. But this one's a good one, yeah. The bigger ones tend to be over there in the back pond. There are some bigger ones over here in the lower pond also.
Yeah, we've got a few where those rocks are.
Okay, and then it's deceiving, but over here there's a ton. They just don't, there's a hit. And there's some big ones in the mix. It's just hard to get them because they tend to just kind of, here we go, here's one looking at it. They tend to just kind of, do their own thing and not really strike as readily as the ones here in the shallower water. But I've gone there during the winter during trout stocking time, and it's crystal clear. You can see to the bottom, and there'll be like 50 bass.
Wow.
Yeah, they're there. Just don't seem to catch them as readily as I do over here. It's fun though. But, oh yeah. So right now I'm not getting many. I can see them though. Let me see if I can try casting close, because usually like there's some beds here and there's some little beds over there. Usually there's some beds over there as well. The one across Kroger Park, there used to be some bigger ones there, like shell crackers, but I haven't seen those lately. Yeah, they used to be, I mean, 8 to 10 inch ones. Yeah. But yeah, it's pretty fun. All right, I'm gonna sneak over here.
Well, my name's Preston. Nice to meet you, man.
I'm Glenn.
Glenn.
All right,
Yeah,
good luck.
We'll see you around.
Oh yeah, I pretty much do this during this time of year, and then I'll shift over to the lake. All right, good luck. All right, let's see if we can find some bluegill. All right. Okay, there's a 2-3 bluegill looking at it. There's another one. I'm using a pretty good size hook on this one, so it might be a little, yeah, it might be a little bit tougher to get them to hit. There's another one. But it looks like I might be able to get some of these bass to hit. I like this hook. It's a short shank hook, more of a curved one. So, oh, here we go. Here's a bass. I think that's the one I caught and released already. Oh, there's another bass looking at it though. Oh, he's chasing each other. You see him over here? Right here in the shallows. Chasing each other. Holy cow. Come back here. They're shooing each other away. Okay. Pop it right on top of him. Maybe this guy. Shoot his buddy away, or his non-buddy away. All right. Let's go and cast out. I'm just going to start blind casting now and see if I can coax one of the bluegill to hit. Okay. Come on, come on. All right, let's pop it out this way. Okay. I may need to switch to that smaller foam grasshopper. I can see the bluegill, but okay, there's something moving about. All right. Okay. All right, so there's some bluegill here, but I'm gonna go and move down a little bit and see if I can work this area here. Okay, saw some pretty good size wakes moving through the water, so that tells me there's some nice ones lurking here. Oh, there's a bass. There's a bass right here. Okay, let's see if I can convince him to hit. Okay. He's looking at it. No, he didn't hit it. Let's try it again. Yeah, I hate it when they do that. Okay. All right, let's keep walking. Let's go over here. I can see several beds now. And there's one with a bass in it. Let me see if I can convince this guy to strike. Let's give it a try. Bear with me, I just gotta do my line management here. All right, let's pop it right in there. Actually, it looks more like a bluegill. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, he's moved. I think that's a bluegill. That's not a bass. Let's see. Okay, I got it hovering right above him. Here he goes. He's looking at it. All right, he's coming. All right, it's a bass, but he's not being really aggressive about things. All right, let's see. Let me try it again. He just kind of came up and looked at it, and then he stopped. Here he comes. Here he comes. He's looking at it now. Oh, I pulled it out of his mouth. Shoot. Okay, here he comes. Oh man, the fly disappeared, and I set the hook, and lo and behold, I pulled it right out of his mouth. But he's still there. I don't think I hooked him. Let's see if I can get him to hit it again. Okay, it's kind of hovering next to him right now. Okay. All right, let's pop it out again. Okay. Sinking right in front of his nose. Let's see it. See if he takes it. Come on. Oh man, hate it when they do that. Let me go clear this. Now, oh, over there's another movement. Holy cow. There's some movement out there. Oh, I see. I got the tail kind of clobbered right now. Let's fix that. Got the fiber dealy clobbering it. That's not good. Okay, let's do it again. Look over there. All right, there's definitely a bass in here. All right, let me see if I can just get it past him. There we go. All right, here we go. Here we go. It's sinking. I lost sight of him. Let's go back. There we go. I think that might be in the bed. Man, he had it briefly in his mouth. Holy cow. Let's go work our way around. See if I can find him again. I think I see him. No. I thought that was him. I think he may have moved, but I thought I saw something over here moving about. Let's just pop it over here real quick. Okay. Nope, no takers there. Let's just do some blind casting now. Okay. All right, let's go back over here. Thinking I may need to switch to that foam grasshopper. All right, come on. All right, let's pop it out. There was that one that definitely jumped in the air and was chasing some, looked like some, like a dragonfly or something. Okay. Come on. All right, I'm gonna switch it. We're gonna go with the topwater, and I got it stuck. Bear with me. I'm stuck on the tree. There we go. Got it. All right. Oh, we got some folks calling out. Bluegill, little fish, caught, eat bluegill 50 years. And all right, cool. All right. Let me swap this out. Thinking I might need to go with a different fly. I'm gonna try a smaller fly and let's see if we can get something to hit on top. Okay. We'll do more of a foam grasshopper. Not gonna go with the big one. I'm gonna go with a smaller, I think this is a size 8 hook. Possibly a size 10. Nah, it looks more like an 8. Okay, so let me get that tied on and let's see if these guys want to play with said foam grasshopper. I did see some bluegill moving about, so you know what that means. Those guys will definitely tear up your fly. Little bluegill. Just problem is you'll end up doing a lot more fish taking the fly and missing the hook set, because I am using I would say a fairly good sized hook for the little bluegill that are here right now. I'm just doing improved punching on them, running out of tippet, and I didn't bring additional line. So I'm going to be short tippeting it here. All right, let's get that trimmed off. Okay, howdy folks. I see some folks joining. Okay, let's try a foam grasshopper. All right, got some folks from Nebraska. Cool. All right, let's see what we can do with a foam grasshopper. Okay, there's a hit. Looks like a little bluegill popped it. All right, let's just drop it here real quick and see. All right, find an open area here so I don't hook into anybody behind me. There we go. Okay, come on. Yeah, back over there were a lot of bluegill moving about. So Let's see if I can locate something over here. Maybe that wants to strike on top. Okay. Let's go back here. All right, there's a couple of beds here, but I can't tell if there's anything in them right now. All right. I think I see one over here. All right, let me just kind of pop it. Okay, I think I saw something moving. Come on. That was a turtle. Yeah, that was a turtle. All right, let me check behind me. Okay. Man. Maybe I need to go back where those bluegill are. See if this foam grasshopper is to their liking. All right. Yeah, let's go back over there. There was one bass that was definitely wanting to play. All right. Okay. All right. I'm gonna take us back to where I started, where I got that first bass. And then what I want to do is just see if this foam grasshopper is what they want. Okay. Yeah, it's pretty cool when you can see the bottom like that, and you can see what look like the little beds and whatnot. Yeah, there he is. There's one right there. Okay. Mr. Bass. Let's see if he'll hit foam grasshopper on top. Okay. No. Holy cow, he didn't want it. I got it right by him. Oh, they're playing hard to get today. Okay. Hard to get. I see how it is. Let's pop it out here. All right. May see those two bass again. Oh, there was one that just swiped it. That's a little bluegill. Let's go back over here. Oh, there's that one bass again. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can get him to hit it. No. I can see him right in front of me. It's playing hard to get. All right. Okay. All right. Let's just pop it out here, and I'm just gonna kind of plant myself here and see if I can get him to strike. There were some bluegill here, so I think I might have a chance or two at them. Okay. You can see one bluegill here. There's one looking at it now. And he's little. I think the fly is bigger than him. Let's see if I can get this guy to hit. Yeah. Just looking at it again. All right. Let's just start blind casting out here and see if we might get something that's passing. There was one looking at it. Yeah. It's 1, 2, 3 looking at it. They're all small. Okay. Really don't want to shift flies. Okay. Yeah, another little guy. 2, 3 more little guys. All right, I'm gonna cast it out further. Maybe they're out a little bit further out. Let's try that. Okay. Nah, I don't see anything yet. All right, let's just pop it out there. Go back to where I saw those big wakes earlier. Okay. No, no, no. All right, pop it out there. Let's see. Maybe something wants to chase this. No. Okay. Back right over there in the wall. Okay. All right, let's go back out here. A bunch of turtles, but I did remember seeing some nice looking wakes out here. There's a hit. That was a hit, but I think it was little. gonna be the nature of the business right now. There is something big moving over here. Come on, take it. No, all right. Oh, there we go. Right over there in the corner. Another guy moving about. Look, right here. Oh, that's a nice one. Let's get it right in front of him. Yeah, there's some nice ones in here. Hi, Ground Fog, how's it going? Okay. Ah, there's at least two nice ones that are just kind of moving around here, sort of taking their time. Hoping I can get them to hit. Look right there. Another one. Holy cow. Let's pop it out that way. Okay. Let's see if I can get them to run at it. If not, I may just have to run and gun it and start working the bank. Okay. All right, we'll let those guys rest. All right. Wow. Okay. Blind cast it out. Let's see. Let's do these short pull retrieves, and I'm just going to cover water now. One of those cases where you're just blind casting and whatever hits. Hopefully a big one will want to hit this time. Let's go for it. Come on. All right. Okay. I'm getting tangled. Okay, little guy swiped it. Little bluegill. Oh man, I really don't want to be catching a bunch of bluegill right now. I was hoping for some bass. Right there. There's that one bass again. Let's see. No, you don't want it. You don't want it. Okay. All right, so what do you do when you know there's a ton of bluegill and they want to play, but your fly is way too big? Well, one thing that I do is I'll keep usually some kind of Griffiths net in my fly box. There's more bass moving about, so let's see if I can find it. I think I got it in here. Yeah, there it is. This is I call it the plain old PMC, plain mayfly caddis, and it's a midge imitation with also some kind of hackle on there, and that's usually good for at least these smaller guys to strike. They think it's a little insect or something, but the occasional bass will take it too, and it kind of rides a little bit on the surface. Once it gets wet, of course, it's going to sink on you, but I did pre-treat it with some I think some silicone seam sealer like you use on a tent. I think that lasts a lot longer than that dry fly float and stuff that you have to keep reapplying. All right, so let's see if the PMC emerger will get these little bluegill to strike, and maybe even these bass. It's kind of small, but I think I can coax. I'm getting tangled. All right, let me just pop that around. There we go. Okay, let's just go play with some of these little bluegill. All right. Okay, there's one chasing it, two chasing it, three. Okay. Let me go take up some line. Okay, there's one, he's got it in his mouth. Another one got it, and he just spit it out. All right, well, I know we're gonna get some bluegill. They just won't be the big ones. All right, there's one kind of running behind it right now. All right, so cast it out, and there's one hitting it now. Here, I'm just gonna do this short pull, and they should be able to hook themselves. Maybe one that's more aggressive than the other will get hooked. Okay. And all it does is mimic an insect going by. All right, I see some little guys chasing it. Oh, there's one. That's a bass. I don't know if he's going to want to hit that. It's a bunch of little bluegill. Little guy, little bluegill. Let's see if I can find some of the bigger bluegill maybe. There we go, he hit it. All right, he swiped it. All right, let's go again. Okay. There we go. Ah, a bass took it. Holy cow. I was not expecting a bass to take the little PMC emerger, but he did. All right. Guess the PMC emerger works on bass too. Maybe he thought it was a little insect going by. All right, let me show you. Right here. All right. All right, now let's go ahead and take that baby off. PMC emerger. Let's let him go. All right, and that's all it is. Let me give you a better view of it. Very simple fly. It's one that I made up actually for some trout on the Blue River several years ago, maybe 10 years ago. And what happened was a bunch of bugs flying around in the air, and these trout were just tearing up those bugs. And I noticed, there's a hit. I noticed that they were feeding on something, while at the same time there was this other thing with wings kind of hatching as well. So I was like, hey, why don't I kill two birds with one stone and tie a midge, make it look like it's getting ready to go by, and then on top of it make it look like a newly hatched something, and get them to strike that. Here, I'm gonna take in some of this line. I don't really think I need this much line. Yeah, and this is at 8-foot 3-weight or 4-weight with the two Echo Ion 2 3-weight fly reel, and that fly line that I got from the UK, Sunray fly line. There we go, or something looking at it again. All right. Okay, and here oh, look at that. There's a bass over there. Cutting a wake through the water. All right. Okay, let's see if I can get some of these bluegill to play. Maybe I can get another bass to hit too. Well, there's a hit. All right. Yeah, so you can see why I wasn't getting them on that larger fly with a larger hook, because I'm barely getting them with this thing. And this, I believe this is a size 14 hook, maybe a 12. I think it's more of a 14. I think I tied it on a streamer hook. I get a streamer hook, and I bent it a little bit to give it a little bend. There we go, there's a hit. All right. Oh, look at that. Look at that. All right, he still counts. He still counts, doesn't he? I say he counts. Tugs the drug. Oh, he's in. All right, let's go see if I can continue my potential daily fix of fishing. And let's see if we can get more of these guys to pop. Oh, look over there to the left. Something moving around. Let's see if I can get them to hit. Hit the little PMC emerger. Come on. Okay. All right, let's pop it out this way. Okay, there's something moving about here to my left. Let's see if I can get in front of them. Okay. So here, since I can see the fly at times and other times I don't, I'm watching my fly line. I'm also standing by if I feel any tension on the line. And like in that case, I just saw something come up behind it. Oh yeah, there's a bunch of little bluegill here. There's a hit. He swiped it quick. All right, let's see if I can do that again. A lot of times they'll hit right when it hits the water. Okay. Maybe they think it's a bug just landing on the surface. So it doesn't hurt to be ready to set the hook as soon as it hits the water. Look over there. Okay. All right, there's one. He chased it. He picked it up, just barely picked it up. Okay. I got one trailing behind it right now, but he's not committing. I need some guys to commit to this relationship here. All right. Tug is a drug. Let's see if we can get some more of this blue golly fix today. With the occasional bass. Come on, come on. All right, let's go back here. All right, just pop it right out there. Let's see. Okay, there he goes, one chasing it. Saw the wake come up behind it and he turned away. All right, I think it's gonna rain. Okay, there's another one chasing behind it. He didn't pick it up yet. Definitely see the little wake in the water coming up behind it, but he did not commit to it. These guys are a little gun shy, it sounds like. I wonder if they've been caught already. Okay. Let's try this. There he goes. Ah, man. Very, very light, nippy nips. All right. Oh, yeah, I could see that one. That one was small. There's that one bass again. Let me see if I can convince him to hit the little nymph or the midge. No, he don't want to play. Little grumpy guy. Grumpy gills. Grumpy gills. All right. Look at that. Holy cow. Something just scared somebody else off. Okay. All right. Come on. Come on. All right. I'm going to take out some line. I'm going to see if I can get a longer cast. Take advantage of this fly line that I'm using to get it cast out there. Let's see what that does. Okay. I'll just do these short pull retrieves. See if I can get them to hit it. Hit it on the drop. Okay, something's chasing it. He swirled on it. Come on, swirl it good. Holy cow. And usually you can get these bluegill to hit a lot more aggressively than these guys have been. Come on, come on. All right. I wonder if I just do a short pull retrieve and I just get them to run after it. All right. I can see little guys trailing behind it. Little bluegill, I mean little small bluegill. Not the bruisers. We need a bruiser or two maybe. Okay. Let's go out that way. All right. All right. Something tells me, okay, there's one chasing it. He swiped, there he goes. Oh, now you'll see how little these guys are. He's a little bit bigger than the other one, but he ain't very much bigger. This is what I'm dealing with right now. Little guys. Little guys. So what they're doing is I can see them coming up behind it, trailing it, kind of popping it. But none of that tug is a drug stuff I'm looking for. I need some vicious strikes here. Even a little bluegill can hit hard. All right, let me clear the line. I'm tangled a little bit. Okay. Here, I'm just gonna sweep the rod. See if I can feel the line pick up. There's that bass again. Look at that. That guy is scaring some people off or some other bass off, I think. Maybe it might be better. There's a hit. Might be better that I use a bigger fly. Make it look like a big fish, maybe. All right. That's what's biting on the little midge. Okay. Did get a couple of bass so far, so that's cool. All right. All right, I'm gonna switch back to a different fly. All right, let's see. All right, let's go try. I feel like using that 3 saddle hackle fly again because there's some bass moving about and they may want to play more readily than these other guys. Get that there. All right, what do I have in here? There's the other one. It's another variant of it right here. Let's try this one. It's basically the same fly, just yeah, it is the same fly. Okay, I just got to clean it up a little. Let's clean it up, and we'll just start working the pond and see where that takes us. Okay, let's see where it takes us. All right, let's see what happens. I'm gonna try going back to that one bass that was lurking down below, where he was ignoring me, playing hard to get, and then we'll see what happens. All right, let's get that one trimmed. Now let's go for it again. 3 saddle hackle fly. We're back to the beginning. All right, and I'm gonna purposely aim for this guy that's been sitting there, toying with my feelings. It's right up over here. Okay. I got a bad angle on him though. Let's go over here. All right, I see it now. All right. All right, let's see if I can get it close to him. It's got eyes, so I'm hoping that might get him to think that it's something he doesn't like near his bed. Oh, come on. That was right in his bed, and it was right next to him. These guys are definitely picky today. All right, I see how it is. All right, let's go and run and gun and see what happens. See how many we can catch. Doing a short pull retrieve and just kind of doing a little shake and seeing what, maybe if there's a bass or two lurking in the water here. All right. All right, so just gonna keep working it fast. Okay. Pop it over. Let me take up some of this line. I don't think I need as much line. Look at that. That's probably a bluegill. Oh, there's that bass. Let's pop it right in there. Okay, there's something moving. Come on, come on. Oh, I think he swirled on it. Oh man, okay. I think I had his interest. There's a turtle there. Something just came up right behind it and kind of lazily snuck up behind it. But look at this. Holy cow, I'm surrounded by them. What is up with that? They're all around me, but not on my hook. All right, let's run and gun it. Let's just cover water now. The intent being the more water we cover, maybe the more chances I got. Okay, that guy's right there. Dropping it right next to him. All right, he's still there. I got it right in front of him. Okay, it's sinking right in front of his nose. He ignored it. He's just sitting there. Bass on bed's definitely hard to get them to hit when they don't want to hit. It's nice when they want to hit, that's easy. But when they don't want to hit, yeah, it gets a little bit tougher. Okay. All right, I think I got something picking up. Oh, okay. It looked like the line picked up. Okay. All right, I could see the fly. All right, no takers there. Okay, just get it out. All right, just gonna shake it. A lot of times I've been getting the hit as it just kind of sinks or sits still. So let's see if that's the case. All right, I just gotta make sure no one's behind me. Yeah, okay. Let's see it. Okay, I see the fly. Nope. Okay. Just gonna keep working it. Little short twitches. All right, let's go back out here. There was one that was over here last time, but he didn't want to play. See if he's still here. I can see the bed. But I don't see the bass. All right, let's see. Okay. I got it right in the bed right now. No. Thought I saw a bass on it, but he was not there. Oh, there's one there though. Okay. Let's see if I can get him to hit. All right. Okay, I'm gonna bring it right in the middle of the bed. See if he'll pick up on it. Oh, shoot, I lost sight of it. He's still there. Okay. Man, I got it right by his nose. This guy's killing me. Let's try it again. I think if I can get it right in front of his nose, he's gonna hit it. That's too far from him. I needed to get it closer. All right, this one might be it. No. All right. This one's gonna go in front of his nose. No, it's there. He didn't take it. Try it again. Jeez. It's in his bed in front of his nose and he's not hitting it. Okay, well, let's just pop it out this way and do a blind cast. See if something's out here. All right. At this point, oh, I just spooked one right up close. All right. Okay. We'll just do this short pull retrieve. Watch for that line pickup. All right, nobody behind me. Let go. Okay. This time I can see the fly. I'm just doing a shaky shake move on it and seeing if something passing by is going to want to strike it. Okay. All right, let's go back here. Let's just cover some water. All right, let's go a little bit further out. Maybe there's something out there. I'll just do this short pull. Definitely see the fly moving through the water, so I can at least key off of that for a strike. It's staying right above all that greenery, so that's a good sign. All right, let's take it over here by the trees. Sometimes they're lurking over there by the cypress knees. Let's pop it out. Got tangled. Little tangle there. Okay. All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna take us over there to the other side, other bank, and see if I can get something over there. All right. Yeah, I got a little onesie-twosie so far on the bass, 2 bass, and then some little bluegill. Okay. All right. We'll go on the other side over here and see if I can convince him to strike. Time is it? All right, we got a lot of time, All right. Okay. We'll go over here to the left and see if there's something lurking over here by the little canal dealie. Looks like I already got a fisherman there, a little white egret. It's right over there. I wonder if he's had any luck. Oh, and then there's the geese that like to assert their authority when you get close to them. All right, guys, give me some room. There's something over here. Okay. All right. All right, let's see if there's something back in here. Look at that. That's a turtle. Little turtle. Okay. Here, most times I tell you, most hits I get are on the, as the fly sinks. It's as if it's dead, I guess, or hurt. And maybe it looks like a little easy morsel. Okay, but I'm not getting any luck here right now. What are these guys doing? Huh. Walking. All right, let's get over here. All right, let's see. All right. Let's go back over here and get into this area, open area, and see if we can get something to hit. All right. I think we had some rains earlier today. I know it rained when I went to work today, so but my understanding was it would clear up, which it looks like it did. All right. Let's see if something's lurking over here by shallow tree thing here. Okay. All right. Okay, there's a bed, but I don't see the bass on it. Okay. Let's go pop it out again. Seeing a lot of turtle movement. Okay. All right. Yeah, I see a lot of turtle movement. Okay. I'm just gonna blind cast it and see what happens. Just keep working the bank. If I see any movement, I'll definitely cast toward it, because you never know. All right. And there were a couple of beds here. I don't know if they're, oh yeah, there's one right now. Okay, let's see. Oh man, he's looking at it, but I can't tell if he went for it or not. Okay, let me cast it again. See if I can drift it right in front of him. Okay, oh, he came up on it. He looked at it. Okay, this one's gonna drop just right next to him. Okay. Okay, he's looking at it. Here he comes. Slowly looking at it. It's like he's not quite sure what to do. Okay, he's starting to move in on it. Oh, come on, hit it. Shoot, at least he's interested in it. See if I can get it closer to him. Here he comes. Ah, he just nudged it with his nose. Okay. Oh, I pulled it out from under him. Okay, this guy wants to play. Let's see if I can get him to hit. Get him to hit out of frustration, maybe. There he goes. Oh, shoot, I had him briefly. I may have jinxed it. He's still there, though. Okay, he's looking at it again. Oh, man. Okay, he's looking at it. All right. Let me pop it back in there. Classic case where you got one interested. Got him. All right. That's what helps with having polarized sunglasses. All right. Bass on beds. This is the case where you see your fly disappear. Set thy hook. Okay. All right, so that one was active. I had another one that was active too, but unfortunately I didn't get them. And then I had several that they didn't want to play. They were not in the mood. All right, let's go and walk the bank. Maybe we'll find another one. If not, just continue doing some blind casting. And let's see if we'll get one to strike, just lazily casting away. But the whole time I'm looking for potential beds that have a bass in them. So Let's just keep working my way over. Okay. I know there's one over here. Oh, there's one really like all by his lonesome. Let's see if he's there. It's back right in here. I don't see a bass on it though. Okay, let's just cast to it just in case. I like it when they're active. When they're not active, shoot. Oh, there we go. There's something moving over there. When they're not active, it's like you can do all you can to get them to hit, and they don't hit. All right. Here I'm just kind of casting to where I saw some movement. All right. Yeah, there we go. He's moving about right over here. Okay. Maybe he'll swipe it. Just look for that fly to disappear. That's the main dealie. Okay, here we go. Right out there. I just saw some movement. See if we can coax another one to hit, maybe. Okay. All right. Let's go back and forth. Pop it over. See a turtle again. You can see my fly. Okay. Just kind of lazily walking the bank, seeing if I can. Oh, right there. Something out there moving. All right, let's see if it'll hit. Oh, look at that. Oh, man, what was he going for? A bug? Let's see. See if he's willing to strike one of these babies. That one kind of, I think he was going for one of those dragonflies or whatever in the air. You could see him moving about. That's the reason why I came up with this other fly that I use. The single hackle fly. Okay. All right. They're here. Just not on my hook. All right, let's keep walking it. There's another one moving about. Holy cow. I think they're chasing those dragonflies, because I can see the dragonflies moving. Wherever I see some dragonflies, I'm seeing that movement. Okay. Got the wind behind me. Let's go ahead and pop it out there. Oh, I just spooked something right down there. Shoot. That's not good. All right. Turtle movement. There's another one. What was that? There is something moving about right here. Okay, I think those are turtles. The way that's acting, I think that's a turtle. Okay. All right, I'm gonna pop it out again. Try getting it near these trees. All right. Just working it slow and methodical. All right, coming up on a shallow area. Let me just kind of pop it in here. Sometimes I can get them in the shallows here. Okay. Watching that fly. No. All right, I'm gonna pop it out right underneath those tree limbs. See if I can get something lurking out there or in there. Come on, take it. All right, okay. Playing hard to get. Let's move it up a little bit more. Oh, look at that. Something just swirled out there. Can't tell if he's going for my fly though. Huh. All right. Let me pop it out there. Oh, shoot, I dropped it right on top of him. Spooked him. That was a bass. Man, that was a bass right there. I looked up and sure enough, I saw him. It's like, holy cow. Dropped it right on top of him. Okay. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let's go back to the back pond, and we'll just kind of do a lazy short pull retrieves and see if we can coax some of these guys to strike. Okay. All right, now take advantage of the wind. I'll let the wind blow behind me and see if I can get something. Luckily, all that green stuff that we had the other day, algae-like stuff, has subsided, or at least been pushed to the other side of the pond, maybe. All right. So here I'm gonna have to contend with a bunch of grass or lily-looking things, and I'm gonna have to cast over it. So if I get anything, I may have a hard time bringing them in. Howdy, 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 howdy. How's it going? Just trying to catch a bass or two. All right. All right. Let's just kind of blind cast here. All right. Let's go this direction. All right. And I'm just going to do this short pull retrieve and watch the line, see if I see him pick it up. Okay. And like I was saying, most of my hits with this 3-saddle hackle fly is usually when the fly is just sitting there suspended or sinking slowly. So a lot of times I'll know I got a strike because I'll see the line move, or I'll feel the tension on the line right there. There's something moving. All right. See how it is. Okay, I can see the fly. All right, let's pop it over here. Can see the fly. If I see that fly disappear, I will set the hook. Okay. All right, let's pop it over here. All right. Okay. I'm gonna try this section here. Just get away from the bank, make sure no one's behind me. I'm gonna pop it out here. Let's see if something's lurking over here amongst the shallows. Okay. All right, let's pop it out this way. All right, let's go out this way. Work it close first in case there's something lurking nearby. Okay. And we'll pop it out. There we go. Oop, I got a tangle. Got a tangle. Let me clear that. Can't have that. All right, there we go. Yeah, there was another one that I caught this past weekend where I wasn't paying attention, and I was looking down, and next thing I know, I see my fly line going out. And that was the, better set the hook. Better set the hook. Come on, guys. Where are you? Let's pop it over here. Okay. Pop it out that way. Let's see what's there. Come on, come on. All right, let me go around this tree, work this one section here. All right, let's see if there's one lurking back in here. There were several that were here about a week ago just messing around. So maybe they're back over here kind of lingering as well. Okay, nope. All right, thought I saw something coming up behind it, but it wasn't. All right. All right, I'm just gonna work the open area now. Short pull retrieves, and maybe I can get one to strike on the, because he wants to chase something. Okay, someone behind me? No, okay. Yeah, I gotta watch behind me because a lot of people walking in the area, and you certainly don't want to hook somebody. Okay. Oh, come on, guys. I need another fix. Bunch of little bluegill ain't enough. All right. I think it's gonna rain though. I see some more, these darker clouds coming in now. All right, let's go back here. Let's try this open flats-like area. It's not very deep here, so hopefully I can maybe convince something that's cruising the flats, maybe get them to strike. Okay. Nope. All right, let's pop it out. Let's see what's over here. A lot of times you'll see like a little wake or a telltale of a fish coming up behind it. That's always cool. Okay, I can see the fly. I don't see anything chasing it. Okay, let's go pop it out. Let's go out that direction. Let's see what happens. Okay, work it down a little bit here. All right, I just saw something bubble up to the right. Let's pop it out there. Okay, let's see if he'll hit it. Okay. All right, I see the fly. I don't see anything chasing it though. Okay. All right, let's go back again. All right, let's see if there's something. Wait. No. Had a wake coming up behind it, but did not commit. All right, let me get this line going. I'm stepping on it. Okay. What time is it? Oh man, it's getting late. All right, let me go down the lower pond. And there is a couple of beds that I had some hits and misses. So I'm gonna see if they're still there, and then we'll probably call it quits at that point. All right, so just got to work my way past the Veterans Memorial deal here, come around there, go in front of the back behind the Recreation Center, and I'll see if I can maybe coax one to strike over there. All right, so this is the back pond. That's the main pond. The horseshoe pond where they stock trout is there, and then the lower pond is going to be right past those trees. Got 4 ponds over here at Bethany Lakes. And then, oh, by the way, I call it Kroger Pond. If you go across the road, Bethany, you go across it, you'll find yourself right smack dab in the middle of Kroger Park. I think it's formerly called Bethany Ridge Park, but I call it Kroger Park because it's next to the Kroger supermarket. And there's some nice ones there. Just, they've seen all kinds of stuff, meaning all kinds of flies and whatnot, so it may be slim pickings to get them to strike. Flies and lures and baits. I think your best bet is to maybe go with a live bluegill or something. All right, but let me see if I can get something to hit. 3 saddle hackle fly. I'm gonna work it on what I think is 2 beds. I've caught 1 there and I lost 2 previously, and then I caught another, but the one that I think has the bigger bass that I lost, that's the one I'm gonna aim for today. All right, but I gotta go around, a bunch of construction going on. I gotta go around this deal, back behind some other trees, and then we'll make it over to closer to the road. Then we'll try seeing what this 2-3 Echo Ion reel will do. Howdy, howdy. Got some folks joining. Let's see. Shelby, Super Snake, Malfoy. All right. What else is here? Alexander Victor. Okay. Tough to see because I got my polarized glasses and then I'm looking down at the small screen on the Android phone. But certainly glad you guys are able to join. And maybe we might get some good action here in a little bit, all right? All right, so there's the lower pond back down that way past that bridge-like thing. but I'm gonna work the other side, and I'll see if I can get something there. And then at that point, I think I'll call it, because gotta have dinner tonight and got a few honeydew things to knock out before. Well, I'm gonna see if I can also, if it doesn't rain, do another metal detecting thing. That's another one of my hobbies that I do. And maybe do some coin hunting at night. We'll see. These clouds got me wondering if that's going to be a possibility. All right, there's the lower pond. Okay, that's the 4th pond in the area. So if you can't get them in one pond, try another. All right, and that's the road I was telling you about, Bethany. You cross that from the lower pond and you'll be at Kroger Park. And like I said, there's some bass to be had there too, and bluegill. Just they've been picky lately. Oh, look at that rabbit. Robertito. Let's see what he's doing. Look. Oh. Run away, run away. Oh, it's the most vicious animal on the whole planet. He's terrible. I think that's how it went from Monty Python. Did it? I can't remember now. Close enough, you know. The most vicious animal on earth. Turns out to, that's a bunny. And then he tears up everybody. All right, there's Kroger Park. Back there's the other pond. And like I was saying, you cross Bethany. I don't know what it's called. Bethany Avenue, Bethany or something. Bethany Road. Bethany Drive. There we go. But we're gonna be over here. I'm gonna try fishing 2-3 beds and see what that gets me. And then at that point, I'll call it. All right, so here goes. Let's see. Right back here, right in there in the middle, and then right there, and then right on the other side are some potential bass beds. And I have lost 2 of them already, where they were on briefly. Okay, what type of fly using? It's called the 3-saddle hackle fly. It's sort of like the lefty deceiver, but it's much easier tie. All right, and it's unweighted, so because there's a lot of that greenery in the water, I don't have to worry as much as I do with a weighted fly, to where I may let it sink too quickly into the junk, and next thing I know, I've hooked into the greenery on the bottom and I've clobbered my fly. All right, I was trying for one, I hit the bank behind me. I was trying for one that I believe was over here. Okay. All right, now I'm just gonna pop it out a little bit and we'll start working it. I'm staying off from the bank just in case, because sometimes they're really close to the bank. Okay, I could see the fly. When I lose sight of the fly, I pay attention to the line. Okay. All right, and like I was saying, most of my strikes have been as the fly sits still in the water and then something takes it. So let's see if we can get them to take it. Of course, if someone's already caught them and released, that may be a lot harder to get them to strike. I did get that one to strike after I partially hooked them. Okay. All right, let's move on, pop it out. You know, all I just do is just kind of work this bank and just see what it gets us, you know? Be surprised a lot of times what happens when you're kind of working a bank like so. All right. Just kind of let it drift down. Watch for any pickup. Okay. All right, let me take it out a little bit further. Let it sink and then short pull. Doing a little pause in between and just kind of watching. It's all a watching game for me. Okay. Come on, let's see it. Let's see it. All right. All right. Okay. You can see my line just getting slack. Just kind of watching. Oh, look at that. Something just boiled over there. Was that a turtle? Couldn't tell. Well, you know what that means. If you're not sure, you cast to it. So I'm gonna cast right over there. When in doubt, you see fish activity, cast to it. Maybe he's there. Or maybe it's a turtle. It's part of the game here. All right, let's pop it out this way. Okay. Come on, guys. Let's see if we can get them to hit. Okay. All right, that looks like a bed right there. Very shallow. Nope, I don't see a fish on it. That's just a few feet from the bed or from the bank. Wow. All right, I'm gonna try casting underneath this tree. And this is where I had one hit. So let's see if I can maybe confirm if he's still there. Look at that right there. What was that? Come on, come on. Drag it slow. All right, I'm gonna cast over here where I saw that thing bubble up just a moment ago. Okay. Okay. Short pulls. I'm gonna let it sink. See if I get that tail of a pickup. Come on, come on. Yeah, I had him hit the other day, but I set the hook and he got off. Okay. All right. Bring it close because you never know, he may be coming in on you. All right, I'm gonna try taking it underneath the tree here. All right. Let me let it sink a little bit more. I can still see it. Okay, there we go. It sank. Come on, come on. Could sure use a good fishy. Come on, Mr. Basilito. All right, let's see how it is. All right, let's take it right underneath. Okay. Maybe there's a bed right there. Wow. All right. Take it right in there, right near the roots. 'Cause who knows? Maybe there's one lurking right over there. Okay. All right. Let me do one more. Try getting it up close to the bank, or not the bank, but over there by those trees. Okay. See the fly just kind of lazily sinking. But if I see that thing disappear, I'll certainly set that hook. All right, let's go over here, other side of the tree. Oh man, there's a mama with ducks. Mama duck with baby ducks. There. All right, let me stand off and hopefully I can get it to the spot where I think there may be another bass lurking. All right, there they go. Roo-wee, roo-wee. Okay. Let's see. All right. He's right in the spot I want. Holy cow. That's the spot I was aiming for. Okay. Clear my line. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. Of course, now I'm gonna walk up on the spot I was trying to cast to. All right, let's get this guy off. There we go. Let's try it again. Got a little do-over here. Pop it right in there. Let it sink. Okay. All right, let's take it again. Back over here. Come on, come on. Nope. All right. Let's pop it out this way now. All right. I'm gonna take it over here now. Come on, Mr. Bass. I can see the fly still. Jeez. All right. Let me see if I can get it underneath this stuff over here. Right in there. Let's see if one will hit it. Sometimes there's one lurking right underneath there, and I just gotta get my fly through all that green stuff. Okay, let's pop it out that way. Let's see. Nope. Okay. Can see the fly there. No. I thought it's something picked it up, but I think it was a branch or a root. Kind of hung up a little bit, so it must have been a root. All right, let's go cast out this way and just blind cast it, see if we can get one to hit. Come on, come on. Looks like it's just gonna be a onesie-twosie bass day, along with a little bluegill day. All right. Just gonna cover some water now. All right, let's go back over here. Let's pop it out that way. There we go. Time is it? Ooh. Oh man, it's almost 7. Holy cow. I didn't realize that. And I was hoping the bigger guys were over here. All right, let's go on the other side of this, give it a couple more casts, and then we'll call it. Looks like the little duckies are over here again. Little duckies. All right. Pop it out. Let's kind of work the bank here. Let's get it further out, see what happens. I'm wondering if they want something sinking more. Let me try that leech pattern. Little green leech pattern daily. This one maybe not sinking quick enough, since I am in a section that has a little bit deeper water. So maybe that's the case. So let's pop this off. Get that switched out. Just kind of do a blind cast out there and see what happens. All right. Maybe I can get something to strike as it's kind of skirting through the water. All right. And maybe it might not rain. Yeah, maybe it might not rain. Okay. Let's see if this little jig fly leech pattern will get something that may be a little bit deeper, maybe. We'll just cast it out and I'll just shore pull retrieve it. All right, let's see what happens. Okay, nope. Let's pop it out that way. See a turtle moving about again. Come on, come on. Okay. All right, let's go back that way. Little shore pull retrieve. See if I can see that line pick up. No? All right, let's go this way. All right. Back over here by the trees. Coming at an angle. Never know what could be striking. All right, back out again. All right, it was promising. It was very promising. Looks like it's gonna be a onesie-twosie day. Come on, come on, come on. Yep. All right, well, all right, I'm gonna call it. Appreciate you guys joining. Stay tuned for more. I plan on doing some more of these. Just gotta watch the weather here. I think we've got a chance of rains throughout the week, which will put a little damper on things. But hey, if I can't go fishing, we can always let's talk fishing and do fishing related things. All right, off now. Next time I'll catch you out there, and good luck and good fishing.